Hey guys, it's Dara, and like the title of the video says, I'm going to go over how to avoid an eviction. So, disclaimer, this is from the perspective of a landlord and how I avoided having to go through an eviction and evict my tenant. First, before I get into it, I want to start by listing all the pros of an eviction. Correct, there are none. So there's a lot of negative things that come along with an eviction, both for the landlord and for the tenant. So for the landlord, it's pretty much a lot of things up front and then drawn out. For the tenant, it's things that follow you way down the road. So again, this video is from the perspective of a landlord who was faced with a decision on whether to evict my tenant or not. And how else am I going to get this tenant out of my property? It had nothing to do with late payments, because in this particular situation, the tenant was on Section 8 and they paid zero the monthly rent. So, my payments were on time, and what I've learned throughout this entire experience is that not all money is good money. Even on-time money is not good money. So, the situation in detail, or in little detail, is this tenant was on a 1-year lease that was to be done on April 30th, and so we came in on our quarterly inspection in February. Just to reiterate again, hey, this is our third inspection. Our final one will be done at move out, which, as you know, is April 30th. And I'm thinking, as a able-bodied, capable, responsible adult, you should at least have a copy of the lease somewhere accessible in your possession. And because I've never been a tenant myself, and this is honestly my first time being a landlord, I necessarily didn't know the steps to follow, and I just assumed that because you have the date written on the lease as April 30th, that you should know that that's the time to move out. That by April 1st, you should be packing up or getting ready to pack up, or just at least be searching for your new place, right? No, that wasn't the case. Apparently, and again, I am in the state of Georgia. Apparently, I was supposed to give a written notice 30 days prior to the move out. So in this case, probably by March 31st, I should have gotten a written notice. Hey, we don't plan to renew your lease. Just make sure you're moved out by April 30th. So a lot of the situation with this tenant, I do take responsibility for and accountability for my own actions or lack thereof. So we come to find out we didn't give the written notice that we needed in 30 days for the tenant to move out by the 30th. When we finally found out, the 30 days from the day we found out was May 20th or so. So 30 days was May 20th. But we're like, you know what? That's a weekday. That's a random day in the middle of the week. We'll give you to that Friday. We'll give you to May 25th, which is 35 days to move out. Okay, everything's in writing. We all parties signed and agreed on the date of May 25th, which was a Friday. And come May 25th, actually back up. So it was the week of May 25th, and I'm contacting my tenant, calling her, texting her, can't get a response. And I just want to know, what time do I need to come to do the move-out inspection and collect the keys for you to be out on May 25th? So it just really got me livid and upset that I could not contact her. I could not reach her. So I finally had my mom, who is also her landlord, use her phone number to call her, and she answered. So now it's a whole ordeal. Oh, I can't move out by the 25th because I won't have money, and Are you kidding me? So she said, I know that give me to June 1st, I'll have the money for you all, I'll be able to move myself out, blah, 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 blah. So we said, okay. Again, we got it in writing, June 1st. And at the time, I didn't realize that June 1st was just a week away from May 25th. So the week of June 1st, same situation. And it wasn't even the week of, because again, I didn't realize how soon June 1st was. It was midweek, the Wednesday. And I'm like, hey, ready to go Friday? Just let us know what time we need to come and get the keys and do the move-out inspection. It's another story. It's another issue. So, oh my God, I won't be able to be out by the 1st. If you need to come throw myself out, do that. If you need to start the eviction process, do that. She's throwing out all these things like, well, you need to do what you need to do. I'm like, well, no. Well, what do you need to do as an adult? Why didn't you start packing a long time ago? Why didn't you know? So then I'm like, okay. instead of me fussing at you, getting upset and flustered, I want to know, what can I do? What do you need? You know, what is the issue as to why you can't move out on the date that you said that you would be out by? And what can I do to facilitate this? Because you toss out the word eviction. That's a bad word. That's the E word we don't say around here, right? I don't even know why you even suggest that, because that's going to go on your record and you won't be able to get housing from there. You might even lose your voucher. So it's a very emotional conversation, you know. And I just had to take a step back and say, again, what do you need me to do? Well, you can just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Start the eviction process. Okay, so is it money? Do you need movers? Do you need help packing? What is it? So it was just a lot of tug of war. And she's just so fed up that she threw in the towel, and it's okay, and has come to terms with being evicted, I suppose. But she's like, man, I just need 3 more days, 4 more days, whatever. And because of her track history, her word and obviously her signature is not bond. It's not something that I can go by. Oh, I just need 3 more days. Well, you said that 45 days ago by now. So what I did, again, just being resourceful, being creative, and also being human, I was like, you know what? We will pay for 2 movers in a truck, 2 guys in a truck, 2 brothers in a truck. You haul whatever you need to get your stuff out. We'll get the stuff out. She said, now that's not the issue anymore. The second issue is now, oh, well, I can't get it into my new place yet, so I will need to put it into storage. No problem. We will get you some storage for a month. We'll get you a storage unit for a month and pay for the movers. Will that help? Will that help get you out the situation, get you out the house? Well, yeah, I guess it would. Problem solved. Yes, it did cost us money, but I think it was money well worth it, as opposed to the money that we would have to spend to get the eviction process started. And not only the money, but the time. It costs us more to buy the U-Haul and the storage for her, but the time that we saved and the headache for not having to go through the eviction process and not having to have that on her record even was well worth it. So just to recap, these are the ways that you can avoid going through the eviction process as a landlord. First, always abide by the law and the lease. Always. Second, be human. Be human, be creative, and be logical rather than emotional when it comes to situations like this. Whether it's because they're late on rent, or because they don't move out when they were supposed to, or they've torn up the property after you've given them notices. Whatever the case is, follow the lease and the law. Be human, be logical, be resourceful, be creative. Where am I at by now? Just, these are all the steps that I took to avoid the eviction process. And did it cost me a lot of money? Yes, but it has saved me a lot of time, headache, and potentially, my property could have been in more of an array than it already was left. But just to recap, actually to explain, the method that I use to avoid the eviction process is a method known as cash for keys. So it's literally, hey, I'm gonna pay you, and not you to you in your pocket and your bank. I'm gonna pay for whatever it is that you need to receive the keys to my place peacefully. That way I don't have to go through the eviction process. You don't have to go through the eviction process and have that on your record. We all save face. It's peaceful, more or less, and we're out. So I use the cash for keys method to avoid the eviction process. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked what I shared, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, comment below, share this video, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. I'll be coming at you guys with more videos pertaining to real estate and how my journey is as a landlord. Thank you for watching. Bye.